I don't have much in the way of lures in here. I got some little jigs. I wish I had a couple of bombers. I thought I had some, but I don't. I like the bombers. It's like a fairly small spinner bait, but they tend to work out just right for fishing in tanks like this, because you're not going to catch no huge fish. You might catch a pretty big one. You might catch one maybe even 6 to 8 pounds if you're lucky, but you'd have to be very lucky for that. That's rare. One of those bombers is good for bass. They even catch a large crappie. Oh, here's some of these. Check this out. I'll show you something kind of neato. These plants here, they're a type of mimosa. Let me show you something. So here's a bloom. See those little flowers right there? Check this out. Here's what's neat about these. I'll find a leaf right here. There's one right there with a little bug on it. I touch it and it'll close. See how these these things are weird. They have a weird way of moving when you touch them. Pretty cool. You know, I'd never heard of these. I mean, I just kind of discovered that by accident. But anyhow, kind of neat. Like I say, they got to be a type of mimosa because they have mimosa-looking leaves, and then at the same time they have like little mimosa-looking blooms, little flower things. So pretty cool. Well, anyway, well, here's the kind of the driveway. See, there's some more of those blooms there. Here's the driveway. I guess I'll stop it, maybe do a time lapse. I like doing time lapses. Just, here we go. Here we go. All right. Let's see what we can do here. This time we'll probably get hung up on our first cast. We'll see. Nope, we got one. Ain't nothing spectacular. Don't go in them limbs. Now get out of there. Little bass, little teeny tiny sumbitch. Yeah, I really don't like this lure at all. It come out easy then. Let's try her again here. This old tank here, it's full of bass, and it's pretty good size, and it's deep, 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 deep. Toss one over there. Thing ain't swimming right there. What's going on here? Tangled up something shit. Come here. Yeah, this lure is a piece of shit. It really is. It's a piece of shit. I heard one flop. Whatever. Let's try her again here. I try and rail this thing in where it's right on top, where I can see it, because there's so much right under the surface down here. You can see this tank is just surrounded by trees right up to the bank. You can hardly fish it in a lot of places. You just got to kind of find a spot. There was one coming. I can see him right under the water. But, you know, you can get hung up very quick down in here if you don't kind of reel it fast and keep it on the surface. There's a perch following it up here. Try and toss it. Hell shit, it's gonna try and toss it down that bank. half the time they'll hit it right as it's coming up out of the water. I don't know how many times I've been down here fishing and, I mean, oh, something nibbled on it, but he didn't take it. Probably a little one. Another one, another nibble. It's small. It's probably perch that can't get this thing in their mouth. There's some big perch in here. One more cast and then I'm moving. I'm gonna try and throw it in that tree over there. That's awesome. You know what? Fuck that lure. I'm sick of that son of a bitch. I am sick of it, man. The biggest piece of shit I ever seen. I don't even know where it come from. I think it was one of these motherfuckers that come free with a goddamn shitty Chinese motherfucking tackle box. That's all I can figure, because I didn't buy this son of a bitch. I wouldn't buy some shit like this. Alright, let's try one more cast again without going in the trees. These old Zebco 33s, man, you gotta watch it. These son of a bitches cast your ass off. I don't know why anybody would use anything else. Fucking Zebco 33 kicks ass. Kicks all kinds of bass. Here's another spot here. A little deeper down in here. There's still a bunch of shit down in it. Down in the water, I see branches everywhere. Right out there. Anyway, as I was saying, my old Zebco 33, I think I got about 4 or 5 of them. Come here, baby. Another one. He hit it pretty good, though. He don't even have a hook in his ass. That double hook is not even hooked in his ass. What did we do here? This is fucking retarded. There's the 2 hooks right there. There are 2 hooks right there. Oh, I see. God damn. This double hook is a fucking menace, man. It is a menace. I am fixing to yank this motherfucker off here. God damn. This piece of shit. I'm gonna bitch about this fucking lure every time I throw it. I just fucking hate it. I'm too goddamn lazy to swap it out and fucking fish are biting a little bit. Anyway. As I was saying, I got about 4 or 5 Zebco 33s, and I got one that, I remember I might have got it for Christmas or something, that it's like a Zebco 33 special or some shit like that. And you can put some pretty heavy line on it. I think you can put 20-pound test line on it. It's a little beefier than a regular Zebco 33 as far as the size of it and the way it's built. And I got it on a good rod, and I'll tell you right now, I would use that fishing rod. I keep that one greased up, keep good line on it. Here we go. Come on, buddy. A little bitter. These little fish are fun to catch on this shitty goddamn, getting a little bigger. They're fun to catch on this shitty pole here. This one's probably Vince's pole, I bet. Anyway, my beefy Zebco, the way fishing line is nowadays, you know, it's like badass compared to what it used to be. You can put 20-pound test line on that son of a bitch, and I swear you can cast the shit out of it, man, with small little lures and stuff on it. Always surprises me. Badass. I see some perch swimming right down in there. Little meatier over here, it seems like. Anyway, I'm gonna stop the video and try here once or twice more. Alright. We're walking, the tank's right over there. There's actually an old house down in here. Someone come down here and camped out, and they brought a boat and shit down here, but Missy talked to them and they said they were caretakers for this place. Something. I don't know what the fuck that is. That fucking wasp scared the piss out of me. I looked in that truck one time and there was a fucking snake in there big around as my leg. I swear to God. Great big old son of a bitch. This is just a creepy place down here. People come down here. I don't know. I don't really know the people that own this place. Just vaguely. I've met people that come down here. They've known the people, and I've talked to them because people come down here and they don't even know where this fucking place is at. They don't know what the, you know, they're like, hey, do you know where this place is at? I'm like, yeah, it's across the street from me over there. And they go, oh, thanks, we know so-and-so that owns it, and we're coming down here to fuck off or whatever, you know. But it's a spooky old house. It's all falling down now. It's all fucked up, but at one time, like 15 years ago when we moved out here, the place was all closed up, locked up, nice and tight. Everything was still, you know, it wasn't grown up like it is now. It looked totally different. You would almost think someone lived in it. The driveway wasn't as grown up. Not, you know, it was totally different. But 15 years has taken its toll. You know, this place hasn't been maintained for at least that long. I don't know how long it sat down here before we moved in here. I'm sure it was years and years and years. But there's an old man buried out here. I think he was the one that liked this place, and I think his wife might not have been a big fan, because I don't think she's been back. I haven't seen her. It's possible. I don't know. Like I say, I don't really know the people. I just come down here and fish. Son of a bitch hit it right there. Really need a little stiffer pole down in here with these fish. Give them a little yank, man. This little flimsy thing's kind of puny, but it's the one that comes with this little Zebco 33. Best thing you can do is buy a reel, Zebco 33 reel, and then buy you a decent pole. You can get decent poles for 20 bucks, 25 bucks. You can get one that's, you know, just right for a little Zebco 33. Well, I had two little ones kind of hit it. I caught two more over there before I started walking a while ago. I actually caught the largest one I've caught yet. It wasn't nothing humongous, or I'd have turned the camera on. It was just a little bigger than, you know, the last one. Anyway, I'm going to shut it down and fish here for a minute and then move on. Probably hit the other side over there. Alright, let's go across this dam. It's kind of neat because you can kind of get an idea how deep this son of a bitch is by looking off of the side of this dam. It's a pretty good drop off. I don't know if the camera will do it justice. So here's weird shit. You always see weird shit like this, like down here. Some Blair Witch fucking weird shit. Fucking freaks me out sometimes. I wanted Vince to come with me. Come down here by myself, see goddamn Bigfoot and shit my pants. Look at that down there. This is Bigfoot territory. I've heard stories from my in-laws. I hear stories about this and that, you know. Senor Grande feet. What is feet in Spanish? Senor Grande something? It'd be Bigfoot Grande. What is foot? Spanish, I'll have to look that up. What is that? There's something right there. I'm going to try it right here off the dam. This is a nice open spot. There aren't a lot of nice open spots like this on this whole damn tank here. So when I see one, I take a little advantage of it. Kind of going around this thing counterclockwise here. We were over there on that other side a while ago. That point. There's something here right up on the bank. There's another spot. You know, I haven't had mosquitoes really getting me too bad. I didn't think about bringing any bug spray, but I was down here not too long ago. Let me untangle this motherfucker. I was down here not too long ago, and I had some stuff in my tackle box that I don't remember where it come from. I think I bought an old tackle box at a garage sale, or it was handed down to me from somebody or something. I don't remember what it was. But I got a bunch of old lures and some old stuff that was in some old guy's tackle box back in the day, in the 70s. You know, old stuff. And this package of little wipey things with insect repellent on them. And these are old. They're foil, in a foil package. It's not some fancy plastic shit. This is in an old school foil package. I looked in there the other day and I seen it. And I thought, well, I'm going to use that. Well, I opened it up and it was dried out like a son of a bitch. So I thought, well, hell, I'll just dip it in the water and kind of wipe it on me. And it'll do something. And, yowzer. He ain't a very big one. Anyway, I wiped it all over me. And then I thought, well, how much DEET does this son of a bitch have in it? And I got to looking at it, and it had another, look at this double hooked fucker. It had another name. And it got me to thinking, I threw the damn package away. But it got me to thinking that it probably wasn't DEET in it. It was probably fucking DDT. Because I remember I looked at it and it was like dimethyl something. But it didn't spell out DEET. You know, that DEET is like short for the chemical name for that insect repellent that's in off and all that shit. Well, it didn't spell out DEET. But it started with D, and I got to thinking, I bet it's fucking DDT. That's that shit that caused birth defects and all kinds of shit in Vietnam and everywhere else. They didn't realize how bad it was till after Vietnam. They sprayed the shit out of the goddamn jungles of Vietnam. And that and Agent Orange and everything else caused all kinds of fucking shit. And they used to spray DDT just everywhere, but they banned it because it caused defects in fish and frogs, and it ended up in lakes and rivers and shit. But anyhow, I bet that's what I wiped all over my fucking ass the other day. Alright, I didn't move very far, but this is a pretty good looking spot here. I can just about get it over there on that other bank without getting it off in the trees. Anyway, as far as the weather goes, being warm now, we're in the time of year now where you gotta, when you walk down to this son of a bitch, down in these woods and through all these limbs and old tree limbs and everything else, tall grass, bushes and shit, you gotta kind of scan your ball sack pretty good. Kind of rub your hand behind your ears, in your hairline, like in your waistband. Luckily, I managed to lose enough weight the past few years that I don't have a bunch of fat folds for ticks to fucking hunker down in. Get a fucking stronghold, get nice and fat. That's a plus. You know, nobody mentions that whenever they talk about losing weight. They always say, I just want to look better and feel better and be healthy. They never mention the advantages of not having anywhere for ticks to fucking hunker down, you know. You got some big fucking rolls, man. You're liable to get a job of the hut on your ass in no time. Well, I would get a handful. That was a good cast. That's coming right down this fucking bank. It's a fucking pro cast. Oh yeah, son of a bitch. Try and balance the camera there. Let my head cool off. That hat gets hot, man. See if I can catch one or two here. I don't know if it's pointing up in the trees or what. It looks like it kind of is, but oh well. I'm not going to be here long. If I hang a big one, I'll hold it up in front of the camera. You know, I actually hit this side pretty good from right over there when we first got here. When I first got here. This is where I caught a couple from right over in this area. So they've already been irritated over here. Poked on. Master caster. Change lure, put one of them jigs on there, and probably catch a handful of perch or fish. I really just need to get out of the house and walk down here. Enchiladas for lunch to check my glucose. Higher than I like it. Up around 200. Which ain't great. I got a little bite. That ain't good to be around 200. You always want to try and keep it down. Diabetic. Try and keep it under 150 if at all possible. Which is tough. Honestly, the difference between glucose of 150 and glucose of 250, which is terrible, is a burger from Whataburger or a salad with grilled chicken in it. That's the difference. You know, that's pretty much it. That's what it boils down to. So when you're type 2 diabetic, you can pretty much say fuck it to the hamburgers, unless you're fixing to go hiking or some shit like I'm doing right here, where you're out walking around, walking through the woods. Shit where you get ticks on your balls, basically. But anyhow. Alright, we'll do a little more video. We're deep off in here. Who knows, might see a damn chupacabra or some shit. Bigfoot. I'm still got to look up what Bigfoot is in Spanish. That'd be a good one. It's got to be grande something. What would foot be? Ped, probably ped. The root of it would be like a pedestrian. Maybe that's based on the Spanish word for foot, maybe. Pedal, like a pedal on a bicycle that you put your foot on. I bet it's something. Pedal. Something. We'll see. A little out of breath down in here. Walking around. But there's some thick woods, man. You walk down in here, you could get turned around. I've been down in here enough now that I kind of pretty good idea where I'm going all the time. But I could see some kid or something like Vince, like my kid, walking around down in here and getting fucking lost. That's the reason I'd tell him when he was younger, you know, stay in the yard. Because you don't have to wander very far. We're not a quarter of a mile from our house right now. And you sit right here and you look all directions. There's no sign of civilization. I suppose you can sit here and listen, and you can hear a car go down the road because we're close enough that you can hear that. We come out of the thick shit. We just got to walk around this right here. This kind of opens up. There's kind of a trail right through there, I guess. Always, you know, you can screw up and come the wrong way and hit a bunch of thorns, or sometimes I walk out of there and I walk right out just like I'm coming down the trail, but shit, you never know. It changes from time to time. You can come one day and just walk right out of there and come another time and think you're going the same damn way, and then you're fucked. You're walking through brush and shit, you just keep heading the same right direction and you'll end up running into the fucking road here. Here's a gate. This is coming out of here a different way than I went in. Kind of took the long, hard way. Open up. Open sesame. And here's the road. Oh, goddamn. yeah, that's pretty good, you know. Got a workout. Caught a few fish and fish cook on the grill. Cook some steaks. I'm having very low carb because of the goddamn diabetes bullshit. I'm going to steaks and a steak and a salad. Maybe something, maybe a little bit of potato, baked potato. They split one with Vince or something. But anyway, here we are at the house, at the casa. There's my garden over there, kicking ass. I actually had Vince mow a little bit. Yard looks like shit, but he did mow the front yard a little bit. Made an effort. All right, we're home.